I woke up and my arm was covered in blood, and there was, a needle laying there.
The band Motley Crue partied so hard it almost killed them. Now they've cleaned up their act and have climbed on the good health bandwagon. The Cleaned Up Crew, our inside story for the second weekend in July 1990.
Hello, everybody. Lisa Gibbons is off this week. I'm Mary Hart.
And I'm John Tesh. The image is sex, drugs, and rock and roll, but Motley Crue has cut that list to one item. After 9 years of hard partying on the road, the group has cleaned up its act. These days, good times mean good health. The Cleaned Up Crew, our inside story today. They were a parent's worst nightmare, heavy metal at its raunchiest. But it wasn't all image. For the better part of a decade, this is how Motley Crue went through life, living the gospel of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It was a lifestyle that nearly did them in.
We weren't talking anymore. We weren't writing the kind of music we wrote anymore. We were lost.
But nowadays, things backstage aren't what they used to be. No alcohol, no drugs, just four guys who are taking it one day at a time, clean and sober, and they think better. They aren't trying to forget about the past, they just want to understand it, and there is a lot to reckon with. In 1987, bassist Nikki Sixx overdosed on heroin, and for a few minutes, his heart stopped beating. But it wasn't enough to make him quit.
I stopped for about 3 hours. I woke up at 3 in the morning and got loaded again. I woke up and my arm was covered in blood, and there was, a needle laying there, and I'd got up in the middle of the night, delirious, still from coming back from the hospital from an OD, and got loaded again.
Before that, singer Vince Neil caused an accident that killed a passenger in his car. His blood alcohol level was nearly double the legal limit. And although he was sentenced to 30 days in jail and fined almost $3 million, he didn't stop drinking.
It's hard to do it alone, is what it came down to. It's like when I was trying to get sober, nobody in the band was. And like when Nikki was trying to get sober, nobody in the band was. Or when Tom, it was like that.
In the beginning, the guys say they thought partying was what it was all about. They say they would dash through their recording sessions in order to get back on the road, back to the drugs, the booze, and the women.
I mean, I love the stuff that we've done, but it could have been so much better, I think, and I think we're just now starting out again.
This time around, the band has been on the road and on the wagon for almost a year. And although they're now singing a different tune, the title song from their latest album, Dr. Feelgood, paints a picture of what can happen to people who inhabit the world of drugs. But these guys say they don't preach to their audience. They let the way they live and play deliver the message.
We're better now, because now, before we'd come to the shows, we'd be hungover, you don't really feel like playing, and you can't give the audience the 100% that they deserve.
First time I played sober, I was walking on stage in Russia a year ago, and I thought I was walking in Jell-O, and I'm going, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, and the second the band broke into the song, it was like, no problem. And ever since then, it's gotten better every single night.
We still have that excitement to go out there and play every night. We have a blast on stage. I mean, we really do.
The Motley Cleaned Up Crew tour will continue through August.